We will call to order this regular January 25th, 2016, delayed because of inclement weather, to today, February 1st, 2016, meeting of the Robertson County Commission. I'm going to call upon Pastor Eric Taylor of the Cedar Hill Baptist Church to deliver our invocation. If you will, please stand to be followed by the pledge to the flag. Pastor Taylor.
Will you pray with me? Lord God, we want to come to you now and thank you for this day. Thank you for this meeting tonight. I thank you that we live in such a great and a free country where we can come together and we can freely deliberate and plan and do these things without even threats of intimidation. So God, I pray you bless this meeting tonight. And Lord, recognizing that your holy word instructs us to recognize and to respect and even to submit to our elected leaders, I now pray for them, God, right now, and ask that you'd guide their meeting tonight. May you aid them in seeking what is best for the growth of our county and the good of its citizens. May you grant them all knowledge and wisdom, discernment to handle the affairs of Robertson County, not only for tonight, but throughout their terms of service. Thank you, God, for their desire to serve the public in this office and their willingness to tackle a responsibility that sometimes is not very often regarded or even thanked. And so, God, I just pray you'll bless them right now. Thank you for their work. God, bless them, reward them for their hard work and their service. And God, may you bless this meeting tonight. And I pray all of this in Christ's name for his sake. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Commissioners, if you'll press yes and confirm, you will be registered into our voter system. Let's see, Commissioner Farmer, if you will confirm. I see 22 commissioners present, Commissioners Brown and Gregory being absent, so I declare that with 22 present and 2 absent, we do have a quorum. You have in your packet the minutes from the December 2015 meeting. What's your pleasure? Have a motion by Robertson, second by Baggett, that they be approved. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no, so they are approved. Commissioners, we always like to bring to the attention of the public when we have outstanding products that are produced in our county, and we're very privileged tonight to have with us Mr. Bob Grant, who is the proprietor of Cumberland Valley Coffee. Some folks may not be aware that we roast coffee in Robertson County, in Greenbrier to be exact, and I would like to entertain a motion to make Mr. Grant a member of this body for a brief explanation of what Cumberland Valley Coffee does. Have a motion by Eden, a second by Roberts. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. So, Bob, if you'll come up here and take a minute or two, you are now a member of the Robertson County Commission.
I would have coiffed my hair if I knew I was going to.
Very good.
Thank you, Mayor Bradley. It's kind of a last-minute thing, so I'm not sure how many lies I need to tell for 2 minutes, but I'll try my best. Cumberland Valley Coffee, we're a micro roaster. We roast in small batches, gourmet coffee. We're not going to be roasting truck stop coffee. So our coffee is of the highest quality. We source our beans from all over the world. Currently we have between 11 and 12 different varieties of coffee, as well as 5 different blends, decaf, many different flavored coffees for folks who like flavored coffees. We roasted. I roasted at home. I've got a little coffee shop out back, so we're a kind of a bootstrap business. We just started up with just myself and my family members. So we certainly would like to grow in Robertson County. So That's the bulk of our business is in Robertson County. I see a couple of my customers here too, so we really appreciate it.
Well, Bob, your coffee is excellent. Tell us how we purchase your coffee. Where is it available?
To our website, which is CumberlandValleyCoffee.com. The commissioners and various people have the little sample bags there. We do free local delivery. If you order 3 bags of coffee or more, we'll bring it right to your house. You can also pick it up at different places like Authentic Coffee and at the top of the ridge on 31. They sell our coffee in bags. Of course, they serve our coffee also. North Crest has the SIP. They have our coffee there. You can get them if you just want 1 bag. North Crest SIP will be glad to order 1 bag for you. But the free delivery comes with 3 bags.
Any questions, Mr. Grant?
Is this the same as the bag?
No, that is a sample bag. We'll give you a full 1 pound of coffee. And I think if you'll compare our prices to the other gourmet roasters in the area, that our prices are cheap. We're more competitive. So we'll give you a better deal. And of course, we do 5 pound bags if you're so inclined.
Any other questions?
Any more questions?
Bob, thank you so much. We'll continue to enjoy Cumberland Valley coffee.
Well, very good.
Thank you,
So I'm
sir.
the official coffee of,
You are. You're the official coffee of Robertson County. You have been so christened. This coming Thursday, we have a Lunch and Learn, and we'll be hosting Mayor Megan Berry of Nashville for Lunch and Learn. And Margot, I don't know if tickets are still available or not, or if it's sold out.
We closed the reservations this afternoon, but we can probably squeeze one in.
Okay, so if you're interested, call the chamber first thing in the morning, and we'll try to get you in. But we're very fortunate to have Mayor Berry coming on February the 4th. The next thing the chair has are reports, and the first report that I have is from the Highway Department, 7.1. And let me say, with Mr. Hester here, we were very dependent upon the Highway Department last week during our heavy snow. And last Sunday, I called Delvin on a Sunday afternoon, which I'm loath to do, and asked him to come over personally and scrape off the parking lot here, which he did so that Judge Perry could have court and our employees could safely get in. So, Delvin, thank you so much for that. We really appreciate that, because I know you and your guys had a long 3 days. 7.2 is from Animal Control. 7.3 is from EMS. 7.4 is from trustees' statement. 7.5 is our veteran service officer. 7.6 is the solid waste report. 7.7 is the fire service report. 7.8 is from EMA. 7.9 is from the Planning Commission, and 7.10 is from the jail, detention facility. 7.11 is the county's financial statement. What's your pleasure? Entertain a motion they be received and ordered filed. Have that by Commissioner Hoover and second by Commissioner Stroud. All those in favor say aye. Opposed, no, so they are approved. And it was remiss of me a moment ago, Commissioner Stubblefield, to mention this is your birthday, and there's probably lots of places you'd rather be besides the county commission meeting for your birthday. So we appreciate you being here. So, we'll recognize now Commissioner Billy Vogel, who is chairman of the nominating committee for the January committees. Commissioner Vogel.
Mr. Chairman, Madam Clerks, fellow commissioners, and ladies and gentlemen in the audience, if you'll bear with me, if I can get a second, we got about 12 committees to go.
Okay, and a second by Commissioner Stubblefield.
Okay, thank you. I'm going to start with animal control. I'm going to go through these, and if you want to stop me and ask a question, that's fine, but if you don't, I'm going to run through them. Animal control will be Dr. Dan Hitch, Patsy Gregory, Keith Hoover, Steve Haley, and Eric Roberts. Budget Committee, Lanny Hadcock, Faith Stubblefield, Kathy Spears, Keith Hoover, and James Bowens. Safety Committee, James Bowens, Tommy Jackson, Stephanie Mason, Laura Kindred, Ryan Martin, and R.L. Douglas. Construction Board of Appeals, Matt Burnett, Steve Powell, Tracy Barr, James Reynolds, and Bobby Cows. Board of Zoning Appeals, Bobby Jones, Carol Duggar, Karen Couch, Andy Teasley, and Buddy Bryant. Health and Safety Standards is Larry Diorio, Keith Hoover, and W.O. Jones, Eugene Fetterman, and Tommy Baggett. All right, we got about half of them, gang. Finance Investment, of course, Mr. Bradley and Kendra Shelton, Faith Stubblefield, and Carol Duggar, and Tommy Jackson. Finance Audit is Irvin Brown, Dennis Wade, Stacy Moore, Robert Farmer, Lanny Hadcock, Tommy Baggett, Don Eden, Brad Moreland, and George Hatcher. Workhouse Board is, of course, Mr. Bradley, Robert Farmer, Stacy Moore, Don Eden, and Patsy Gregory. Agriculture, Burton Glover, Tom Head, Naomi Riggins, Joe Bernard, Randy Wilson, Bobby Couch, and Dennis Razan. Health Board, Dr. Scott Jordan, Mike Davis, Howard Bradley, Dr. Tommy Crump, Dr. Mark Pendleton, Dr. Edwin Fisher, Dr. Don Sloan, Dr. Kevin Wood, and Marilyn Worsham. And last but not least, Emergency Communications E91 Board, Kathy Spears, Sheriff Bill Hope, David Thompson, Nancy Johnson, Gwen Martin, Jimmy Ayers, Russell Gupton, R.L. Douglas, and Bruce Dean.
There's been a motion made and seconded. Any questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no, so they are elected. Thank you, Commissioner Vogel. Next is public hearing on planning and zoning. I'm going to recognize Mr. Doug Vann, who is the Director of Planning. If you are here to speak in favor of or in opposition to any rezoning resolution, we'll ask you to stand at the appropriate time and state your name for the clerk, please. And then we'll bring it back to the commission for their consideration. Mr. Vann.
The first request tonight is Ms. Michelle Bracey. She's requested to rezone 2.03 acres from AG2 to RP80. Property is located on 0431 South, 16th Civil District, 10th Voting District. Planning Commission has evaluated this and by a vote of 9-0 ask for your approval.
Anyone here to speak to this resolution? Mr. Vann.
The next request is Mr. Ben Suggs, Mr. Daniel Williams, and Mr. Robert Murphy. Their request to rezone 32.024 acres from AG2 to R40 to develop a residential subdivision. This property is on New Cut Road, 16th Civil District, 10th Voting District, and again, by a vote of 9-0, the Planning Commission asks for your approval.
Anyone here to speak to this resolution? Seeing none, at this time we'll close the public hearing and bring these two rezoning resolutions back to the commission for your consideration. Any questions or comments for Mr. Vann?
That subdivision on the water now? You said the subdivision?
Yes, on New Cut Road, on the corner of New Cut Road and Old Betts Road.
Everybody clear now as to what we're... Let's see. I think there was someone that... Yes, ma'am? Yes, please, if you will, come up to the podium so we can hear better. And I thought that, okay. Yes, ma'am. It's all right.
I thought that we wanted
To the podium, please.
to oppose it.
No, either way, if you want to speak in favor of or in opposition to.
Well, I'm in favor of it.
Okay. Okay, if you state your name for the clerk,
Okay,
please.
my name is Janice Wallace, and I'm a neighbor and also a realtor. Miss Michelle Bracey is my neighbor next door, and she's hoping to have her property rezoned residential, and then I'm to purchase the acreage from her. Would end up being .92. I think I'm right, acres. So hopefully you all will approve it.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Wallace.
Okay.
Okay, so we are back now to the resolution to see if any commissioners, since the public hearing is now closed, if any commissioners has a question for Mr. Vann or would like to make a comment. Seeing none, we'll need to vote on these separately. So let's take a look. First of all, the chair will entertain a motion for the first rezoning resolution, Ms. Bracey's resolution. Have a motion, if you will, by Commissioner Moore. and a second. Somebody give me a second on the computer here. Trying to do that. And a second by Commissioner Farmer. Any discussion? Question been called for. If you're in favor of Resolution 1, please vote yes and confirm. If you're opposed, vote no and confirm at this time. Let the record show that Commissioner Brown has joined the meeting. And I have 23 members present. Mr. Spears, are you still voting?
You gotta vote first. I did too. I was punching it, it wouldn't work.
There you are. Okay. There being 22 votes in favor and 2 absent, I declare that resolution approved. Chair will now entertain a motion for the second resolution. Someone make a motion to approve that? Have a motion by Hoover, and if they will second it, have a second by Commissioner Roberts. Any discussion? Question been called for. If you're in favor of this resolution, vote yes and confirm. If you're opposed, vote no and confirm at this time.
Hit yes again first.
Here we are. There being 22 votes in favor and 1 abstention and 2 absent, I declare that resolution approved. Thank you, Mr. Van. I understand. Now on the new resolutions, I'm going to recognize Commissioner Adcock, who is chairman of the Budget Committee, for the first 2 resolutions, the first one dealing with Chancery Court. Commissioner Adcock.
Thank you, Mayor Bradley, Madam Clerk, fellow commissioners, ladies and gentlemen. This resolution is 0125-16003. It's a balanced budget. It's for the Chancery Court. I make a motion we approve.
Have a motion and a second by Commissioner Counts. To give a little history on this particular one, back last year when the Budget Committee was going through making adjustments in certain salaries, our clerk and master, Miss Rosemary Phillips, her mother was quite ill and eventually passed away during the summer, and we were not able to get her before the Budget Committee before the budget was actually passed. So she was trying to bring 2 of her employees back into compliance, whereas the first 2 had been done the year before. So I think that's why this was trying to be made up at this point. Questions or comments? Ready to vote? If you're in favor of this resolution, vote yes and confirm. If you're opposed, vote no and confirm at this time. There have been 22 votes in favor, 1 opposed, and 1 absent. I declare that resolution approved. Commissioner Adcock.
Thank you, Mayor Bradley. This resolution is 0125-16004. It's a balanced budget amendment. I make a motion we approve.
Have a motion and a second. Second by Commissioner Jackson. Any discussion?
The prisoner boarding reimbursement is what it is.
Question been called for. If you're in favor of this resolution, vote yes and confirm. If you're opposed, vote no and confirm at this time. There have been 23 votes in favor, none opposed, and 1 absent. I declare that resolution approved. We recognize now Commissioner Haley for a budget amendment for the schools.
Commissioners, Mayor Bradley, members of the audience, we bring to you tonight Resolution 0125-16005. It's balanced budget for the schools, which they have sale of equipment and education of the Handicapped Act, brings in $204,000, and then they have expenditures of the same amount. Get a second. Discussion.
Have a motion. Is there a second? And a second by Commissioner Duggar. Any discussion? Question's been called for. If you're in favor of this resolution, vote yes and confirm. If you're opposed, vote no and confirm at this time. There being 23 votes in favor, none opposed, and one absent, I declare that resolution approved. And Commissioner Haley has a second budget amendment for a first reading on a school budget amendment.
Commissioners, I bring to you tonight Resolution 0125160006. This is not a balanced budget amendment, but it deals with various expenditures that the schools need to make. I make a motion that we accept it.
Have a motion for approval. Is there a second?
Farmer for approval.
Second by Commissioner Farmer. Any discussion?
Question.
Question's been called for. If you're in favor of this resolution, vote yes and confirm. If you're opposed, vote no and confirm at this time. There being 23 votes in favor and none opposed and one absent, I declare that resolution approved. To recognize Commissioner Adcock again for a resolution to approve the Finance Director's bond.
Thank you, Mayor Bradley. This is Resolution 0125160007. It's approve the bond for our Finance Director. I make a motion we approve.
Have a motion. Is there a second? And there is a second by Commissioner Glover. Any discussion? Question's been called for. If you're in favor of this resolution, vote yes and confirm. If you're opposed, vote no and confirm at this time. There being 23 votes in favor, none opposed, and one absent, I declare that resolution approved. Recognize now Commissioner Couts, who is from the Law Enforcement Jail and Workhouse Committee, to declare surplus property for the Sheriff's Office. Commissioner Couts.
Mr. Mayor, Madam Clerk, fellow commissioners, honored guests, I'd like to present to you Resolution 0125160008. It's a resolution to declare surplus property.
Have a motion. Is there a second? Second by Commissioner Adcock. Any discussion? Ready for the question. Question's been called for. If you're in favor of this resolution, vote yes and confirm. If you're opposed, vote no and confirm at this time. There being 23 votes in favor and none opposed and one absent, I declare that resolution approved. Is there any old business to come before this body? Any new business to come before this body? Commissioner Glover.
Mr. Bradley, members of the commission, the matter I'm bringing before you tonight, I'm passing out an email that Mayor Bradley sent out to the department heads on December the 4th about county commissioners being allowed to go to a county facility and visit, inspect. This kind of evolved about a situation that arose back in October at Solid Waste when Commissioner Adcock and myself went out to inspect a bulldozer, and we had a confrontation with one of the county employees and about us not going by the office and signing in. So I was not aware of the protocol as county commissioner until this incident came up. Mr. Bradley has explained to me, and that's what he's set out in this email, that any county commissioner can go to any county facility property, show their identification, and sign in if they ask you to sign in. And of course, particularly at schools, you would sign in. Then you have the right to tour and inspect the property. So I just wanted to share with you why, with this email, which went to all department heads, so that you would be aware of what the protocol are. Some of you have been on the commission aware of it. I was not, so the reason I wanted to share it with you.
And it was my intention for the commissioners to receive that as well. I'll make sure they get that tomorrow. I thought they had received it.
I'm
So,
passing it out.
okay. I want to make sure that everybody sees that.
Everybody get a copy.
You will be welcomed at any department as long as you show your Show your photo ID. And make sure that everyone has a photo ID.
Mentions Mayor Bradley at a legislative meeting, I think it needs to be put, what you say, in the bylaws, or how do you?
In our rules of the commission.
Yeah, the rules of commission.
Yeah.
I'll be incorporated, we'll see if we can get that done and bring it back. So,
Yeah. You can amend those rules anytime you like.
all right.
Any questions or comments? So, go by and have a look anytime you'd like. Anything else on the new business? And recognize Mr. Bowens for the election of notaries. Have a motion and a second. Second by Commissioner Jackson. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed, no. Chair will entertain a motion to adjourn. And I have that by Commissioner Stacy Moore and a second by Commissioner Stroud. All those in favor. We stand adjourned.